Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in Super Bowl 53, away we go. The 2019 AFC Championship game is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here you go, 368.
From midfield here, Dalton. Finding Green complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got his man, Boyd.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
It's first and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Completes it to Lee. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian Jenkins, 36 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. On the right side, caught by Green. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Going up top. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Bortles now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ross on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to wind up in air. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
93, 52, 93.
Nixon with a 1st down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, here's Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The open man is Westbrook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
39, Lucy. 372.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hank.
Bortles to throw once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From midfield, here's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to check. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Switch. Over here. You're good. Heavy. Heads up.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 54, Ricky. My 39, Lucy. 372.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway. In this AFC Championship, out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Fournette. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
372.
Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly a 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Now here's Ross. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Over here, yes.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And now running right through it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Here's a give to Mixon. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Wiggles free. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play. And it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lucy.
On first down, Bortles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hey.
Bortles now on first down. And get down to Fournette, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fournette fighting through, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now a former Buckeye back home. It's Carlos Hyde. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Andy Dalton, and that's incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback. in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malik Jackson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here you go, 368.
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
73.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The pitch to Fournette. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Omaha.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Here's a give to Fournette. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
you.